新年快乐! Happy New Year! Usually at Spring Festival I go home, but this year I'm staying in China. In fact, I'm going to my fiancé's hometown in the countryside. So I hope I can share some of the experiences that I have for my first Spring Festival staying in China, my first traditional, as far as I can tell, it's going to be traditional Spring Festival. I live in a city of 10 million people called Wuhan. This year, flipping, what's her name? The Prime Minister. I've not been back in the... I lived in China for 6 years now. And so, to be honest with you, I don't follow much of what happens back in the UK, so what's her name? Wait for me, I'll figure this out. You look at her, you just think of Margaret Thatcher. It's not Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher's dead. What's her name? I don't know, the woman. I'm sorry to say it, the woman, you know, the leader of England. But she came and visited Wuhan. She came on one of these begging trips to beg for money from the Chinese people. You know, which is what people do nowadays. We come to China and anyway, she came to Wuhan, Shanghai and Beijing. So just to give you an idea of what kind of city Wuhan is, it's a place. It's a place. It's on the map, basically. It's about 10 million people. It's where I live and work. And my fiancé's family come from a small town about 2 hours away from Wuhan called Jichun. During Spring Festival, so many people are moving around. It's just crazy. You don't want to be anywhere. You don't want to be doing anything. It's horrible. That's why normally I leave. You've never seen so many people waiting for a train or so many people waiting for a bus or so many cars in a traffic jam. But anyway, to get to my fiancé's hometown, we usually use a car sharing app similar to Uber, but in China it's called Didi. And we share a car with somebody else who's driving the general direction. This time we were in a car with a man and a woman and a baby, and my fiancé in the back. I was in the front, very cramped, with some man driving the car. Don't know who he was, but it's very. I have a lot of driving along the motorway. People are all in a rush. I had a lot of say butt clenching moments along the way, but you know, so far so good. Never had a major accident. One time we did hit a tractor, and I think the guy was drunk and the car was overloaded. So sometimes it can be bad sharing a car with strangers, but generally it's the only way to get about to my fiancé's hometown, because the trains are full and, well, the trains are full and the buses are full, so DD it is. So we drive along the motorway. God, it's scary as hell. I hate it, but got no choice, so that's what we do. My girlfriend falls asleep quite comfortably in the back, and I'm sitting there cramped. My fiancé's family home is not inside the city, it's outside the city in the countryside. And so the driver, the DD driver, the Uber driver, can't take us all the way there, so he drops us off outside the city centre, and usually her mother comes to pick us up. And this time he dropped us off. I got out the car, got the suitcase out the back of the car, got the big bag of meat and sweets that we give the family when we come back. And I went to wait at the side of the road for her mother to arrive. For some reason, when I got to the side of the road, I decided to fall down backwards on my ass. I guess it was the weight of the suitcase or something. I don't know, sitting in the car for 2 hours, cramped. As soon as I got out, I fell up on my ass. And just at that moment, as luck would have it, my fiancé's mother pulled up in the car. She saw the whole thing. She saw me fall straight on my ass. Flipping, she gets out the car and I just can't. I'm just, oh, how ganga. How embarrassing, but it made her laugh. It breaks the ice, so it was okay. She drove us back to the farm. We bought some water, bought myself a little towel, and that was okay, yeah. First day done.